Hey folks, my name is Haskov, and today I'll be showing you a new BizHawk script I wrote to more faithfully recreate the functionality of I like to call it Multirun. It's inspired by the Dug Wii Mario Kart switching stuff. And what this does is it lets you run multiple of instances, I guess, of the same game simultaneously in a couple of forms, and I'll be going over both of them. So the very first thing you need to do is get yourself a BizHawk emulator, which you will find a link to this in the description below. You get the Windows x64, and then you go to my GitHub project for this called BizHawk Lua and download Multirun Lua with this little button here. I will link to this in the description as well. And from there, you open up EmuHawk for BizHawk. And I've started up Mario. I've paused the emulation. And from there, what you do is you go to Tools. You click Lua Console right there. And that will open up your Lua console. And then you can take that Lua file that you downloaded and drag it in and drop it. I've run this before, so I just go to File and I go to Recent Scripts and I click Multirun. And we get started. So I'm going to switch to this view, which shows us our Lua console output and then shows us our actual game. And I'll show you how it works in the default form that you are going to get from the Lua file itself. So I'm going to go to emulation and I'm going to resume. So now we have the game running here. You can see in the top left, there's a how many runs prompt underneath my FPS counter. If you press left and right on your D-pad, it tells you, you can tell it how many runs you want to have from 1 to 10 and all the way back down again. So I'm going to say, let's do 3. To perform your actions, everything is default set to the L button. So I hit L and it starts it. So it's created our save states. And now we have 3 remaining runs to do. So since this is save state 1, I'm just going to run over here and get going. So the console log is currently behind my head, but it tells you when every next action is. Okay, this is quick save 3. So for quick save 3, I'm going to go this way so that we can get a more clear view of what's happening simultaneously. Over here. And then let's go into this one. And what it does is by default 5 to 30 seconds, it will load up another save. And the challenge is to complete this many runs while having to context switch every time. So with this one, I'm just going to go run up and try to kill King Babam. Oh, and here I'm back in this one. Let's go sliding. And if we go over here, hey, I got a race. Slipping. And as you can see right now, it's switching back between 1 and 3, which the functionality of this script, which will be gone over in greater detail in the code review that I will be doing for this Lua script as well, it switches at pure random. And so sometimes you will find yourself flipping between 2. It is written so that it will not go back to the same save. So it's always going to switch to something when the time is up. And so now we're in 3 separate stages. And to finish off so then we're at the point where everything has been started. All 3 of the runs are started. We can see in the top left that it says 3 remaining runs here. So let's say I'm done with Babam Battlefield here. So I just press the L button. It goes down to 2 remaining runs and switches me immediately back over to another save. And when you press L, it randomly switches. So you don't know what you're going back to. Oh, and so let's say this one's done. I'm down to 1 remaining run. And now it's just I'm playing the game like normal. It no longer does switching. And it just goes until I complete the run. And then when you complete the run, press the L button. Congratulations, you did it in the top left. And now what we're going to do is go over the varied starting mode, as I like to call it. All right, I'm back with the varied mode of the multi-run script. So you can see at the top, I have turned the script on, and it is asking me currently how many runs we're going to do. So I start up the game, and the idea is when I set how many runs I'd like to do, what it does is snapshots that point in which you confirm how many runs you're doing as the starting point for configuring each of your unique start points. So I'm going to be on the map select here. I'm going to go to 3 runs, and I'm going to press L. Now what that does is it saves this map select as the reset point for setting your run locations. So we're going to do Luigi Raceway, hit OK. And then once that loads in, L. And now that resets me. Then we'll do Moo Moo Farm. And then once that loads in, L. And then we'll do Rainbow Road. And then L. So now we see we have 3 remaining runs. And then now what you'll do is just do your runs. And so we're doing 3 time trials. You could do all the Grand Prix, etc. You can change up the game. But what this does is switch between all of the runs. And let's say I completed Rainbow Road. Cool. And then we go back to Luigi's. And it's like, okay, we'll play this for a bit and wait for it to flip to the other race. And then we'll complete them too. All right, we switched to Moo Moo Meadows or Moo Moo Farm, whatever one this one's actually called. And I hit L, and that's completed. And then I hit L again. Congratulations, you did it. And as you can hear, the L in Mario Kart actually does something that just changes the volume of the music, but the button can be changed. But that's how the varied version works. Once again, if you use this, please let me know. And I look forward to seeing y'all use it, really. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.